Hello and welcome to another version of Video Persuasion. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that's the psychology of persuasion. You know, our world is becoming increasingly filled with distraction. The sheer volume of information that we're exposed to can attack all of our senses. Did you know that 5 billion videos are watched every single day on YouTube? With all the new technology and the growing number of ways in which to channel your customers' attention, it's easy to forget what really matters when you're trying to make the sale, and that's the psychology of persuasion. Over the past 35 years, I've been selling people solutions first, not products or services. I got schooled in this approach in my early 20s selling suntan lotion on the Florida coast. I got paid minimum wage as a lifeguard, but my side hustle was skincare products, before, during, and after a day at the beach. Fortunately for me, I tan easily, and I used that to my advantage as I approached my captive audience. I had to. A profitable week meant I could pay my rent and eat dinner. These person-to-person demonstrations were my initial experience with the power of authentic testimony, and I've employed these same techniques in my direct response advertising ever since, helping to create billion-dollar brands because I offer solutions direct to the consumer. In preparation for my latest book, Video Persuasion, I interviewed copywriter Kevin Donlin. Kevin is the founder of Client Cloning Systems and author of 5 books, including Marketing Multipliers. Kevin is one of the most successful direct response copywriters alive. And guess what? He got his start selling products door to door. It's a valuable skill to have. Now, I'm not suggesting that to be successful in business, you have to sell door to door, but our experiences gave us the foundational lessons in human psychology about what makes people take specific actions. We learned how to listen to our customers and adapt our message to close the sale. Kevin and I share something else in common. We both have worn out, dog-eared copies of the book Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion on our bookshelves. The 1984 bestseller by Dr. Robert Cialdini is based on his undercover years of applying for and training at used car dealerships and telemarketing firms to observe real-life situations of persuasion. From this experience, Dr. Cialdini explains the science behind why these 6 rules of persuasion work so well. Now, here are Dr. Cialdini's 6 universal persuasion principles. Number 1 is the rule of reciprocity. Number 2 is the rule of scarcity. Number 3 is the rule of commitment and consistency. Number 4 is the rule of social proof or consensus. Number 5 is the rule of authority. And number 6 is the rule of liking. In my experience, people who know these 6 persuasion principles and how to incorporate them into their video offers are going to capture the viewer's attention and have a far greater success than people who don't. Once you understand the underlying psychological principles, then you can apply them to your videos, experimenting, testing, and fine-tuning your offer until it works consistently. This is where the art of selling comes into play. Direct response marketing is all about triggering an action that results in a sale, and a compelling offer is the best way to trigger that action. Now, here are the top 10 power words that will help boost any offer. Number 1 is you. Number 2 is free. Number 3 is complimentary. Number 4 is easy. Number 5 is safe. Number 6 is new. Number 7 is now. Number 8 is instant, number 9 is save, and number 10 is introducing. Tying these power words to the rules of persuasion will give you an even greater advantage. The countdown clock on a web page or a TV commercial, for example, appeals to the rule of scarcity because it manufactures a sense of urgency. Costco masterfully applies the rule of reciprocity, offering samples to shoppers, thereby planting the seed that you should return the favor by buying the product that you're sampling, even if it wasn't on your shopping list. Whether you're writing copy for a catalog or a script for video, It's the copy that can persuade people to stick with you long enough to hear the offer. In selling door to door, I learned the customer is the absolute best source of content. Kevin agrees. He says, if you're a good listener, you don't have to be the very best copywriter because your client or customer will tell you exactly what works. Now here are 4 great tips for hooking the viewer. Tip number 1, listen. When I create a video, I always interview 15 to 20 people who've used the product and are willing to provide a testimonial about their experience. I listen for kernels of truth about what they like and what they don't like. The answers to the best marketing campaign are always in there. Tip number 2, read the reviews. If there are 500 reviews on Amazon about your product, you should read them all. A theme will develop that can help you craft a more effective message. This feedback loop is also a great source of information, learning what's wrong with your product and then fixing the problem. Staring at a blank page can be defeating. Kevin's advice is, start anywhere. The attention-getting idea will often come as you write. Tip number 4, the longer the better. Attention is everything, especially with online video. The longer you keep the viewer's attention, the better chance you'll have of making the sale. This goes back to multi-level marketing or in-person seminars. If a person takes the time to drive to an event, they won't want to go home empty-handed. Understanding human psychology is a great foundation for marketing and direct response marketing in particular. By matching these foundational principles with direct response techniques, your call to action will work better because your viewers will stick with you and they'll be compelled to respond. If you want to get more great video marketing information, please visit my website at rickcesari.com and you can download my free ebook on the top 3 types of the most effective content that people are watching online. I go into great depth explaining this content, how to create it, and best of all, how you can benefit from it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.